this is Fran here. I'm coming to you with a simple everyday makeup look, something that I do when, you know, I'm not going anywhere really. I'm staying home, or I may have a couple of errands to run, but nothing major. I'm not going out. So, you know, you want to do something that's a little, you know, a light, still cute. You know, if you have any blemishes that you want to cover, I do have a few, like right there. I had a pimple that came out a couple of days ago. It's still there. So yeah, you want to kind of like blur everything, make sure you look nice and put together without being like super done up. Okay, so let's get into it. The first thing I'm gonna do, and by the way, I have this Evian facial spray that I use to kind of like spray on my brushes and my sponges when I'm using them, because a lot of time I don't have time to go like wet them at the sink or something. So I have that. Now the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this e.l.f. primer. It's a power grip primer. It's supposed to really help you make your makeup last, and I actually really like it. I think it does. The thing is, for me though, I have like oily to, well, I'm no longer super oily, but I have combination skin, and my T-zone is the one that will get oily like after a couple of hours. So that's really where I tend to put the primer on, like my nose, my forehead, my cheeks. For foundation, I'm gonna use the Dior Backstage foundation. I love this foundation. I've had it for quite a while. There's actually just a little bit left in there. That's why I'm trying to use it so I can actually finish it. So I'm gonna put a little bit on the brush. I don't like putting it directly on my face like this because I've noticed that I just make a big mess of myself whenever I try to drop the foundations directly on my face. I just get it everywhere, on my clothes, on my desk. It's kind of annoying. As you can see, the skin is looking a little more glowy and a little more uniform. There's some blurring action there. For concealer, I'm gonna go with the Sephora serum concealer. I love these. So I have the shade 16 Peau de Crème. Right here, a little bit right here, down my nose, and then I'll make sure to drag this up here so that it really lifts my eyes and my shape, my face shape. Okay, this is what it looks like. Now I'm gonna do this side and just blend. So on my nose, I'm just gonna lightly tap. You guys know, if you have a button nose, how difficult it is to contour. So honestly, I'm still learning to do it. It's not gonna come out perfect. I'm not a makeup artist, guys. I'm just sharing with you what I do, and I'm still learning as I go. So if you guys have any tips, I'm like more than willing to like listen to what you guys are saying, read the comments, and try to apply like your techniques if you want to share that with me, because I'm still learning about makeup and all that. So that is done. Now I'm gonna take a sponge and just kind of go over that again very lightly, just to make sure that it's a little more seamless, you could say. Now if there's one part that gets like greasy first, it's always the eyelids. Like my eyelid will get greasy just with concealer on. So once I start putting the powder, setting powder, it's like one of the first places I apply it to, because it'll start like crazying and making that line. So before I go with the setting powder, I'm gonna use another serum concealer from Sephora, but in a darker color, as contour. This one is the number 20. It's called Devil's Food, and I'm gonna use that, just kind of go over like right there, here, a little bit of my forehead. I'll take it down right here. I will try to hide that double chin. I don't think we'll be able to, but let's try it. And then I'm gonna take that in my crease as well, like right here. I know that looks like a lot, but I'm gonna blend it out. And then I'll take whatever's left on it and try to shape my nose with it. So I'll take it down the side of my nose. Can you see this like tiny line I'm making? Okay. All right, and then right here, okay, that's usually how I do it. Go back here and add some more, and then I'm just gonna I'm actually just gonna take the same brush that I use for my foundation, and I'm gonna blend everything out. The reason why I like using this brush is just because I feel like it gives me like a really natural like finish, and it blends super easily. And you might not see much right now, but I'm gonna go over it with powder bronzer, so don't worry, like you'll be able to see it a little bit more. I'm gonna take it down right here. Okay, I'm gonna blend the rest of my face and I'm gonna come back. So now I am going to take out the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter setting powder in the shade Honey. I love this shade, and I'm so glad I bought this powder, guys, because I think I bought it like 2 years ago, and I'm not even like, I still have more than half of this powder left. Like, so I'm gonna take that on the puff like this. I think these are called powder puffs, and just press that into my skin. And I'm just gonna press it. I personally don't bake. Maybe I should, because I have like early to combination skin, but I never got into baking. I never really learned how to properly do it, and I always thought that, I don't know, it was like a hassle to do. Maybe I was just being lazy, but I don't know. I like just pressing my powder into my skin like this, not necessarily leaving it on for like I don't know how long and then coming back and like, you know. But I know a lot of people do it and it comes out really, really good. So if you guys do it, let me know. And like, do you think there's like a real difference than just applying powder like the way that I'm doing right now? I'm thinking maybe the day I want a super bright under eye, maybe it'll be like a good idea to do. But other than that, I just don't think it's necessary for me, at least. So, but what do I know? I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just a girl who likes to do her makeup and who's still learning as she goes. So I'm still willing to learn new like techniques and new tips on what to do and how to have your makeup look more flawless. I just love this powder. It's just, it makes everything look so good. And I just love pressing it into my skin. Okay. I'm gonna go on my chin, my nose, and then my forehead right there. Now you guys would have noticed that I don't do my brows first. I know some people start with their brows when they do their makeup, but for some reason I tend to do it last. That's just how I've always done it. And that's how I still do it. I'm actually gonna take a bit of this powder, guys, and put it around my mouth, because I feel like sometimes if you're a darker complexion, you know that certain areas, especially around the mouth or the outer corner of your face, they're usually darker than the center of your face. So yeah, I think that looks better with a little powder around. There you go. Press, press, press. And I know I'm doing a lot of pressing, guys, and I might start looking like a ghost with like all this powder, but I'm gonna go over it. All right. Okay. Now I'm satisfied. Next, I'm gonna take my my bronzer slash contour brush, and I'm gonna go in my Morphe Glamour Bronze in the shade Supreme. This is another product that I love. At first, when I was looking to get a new bronzer, I looked at that Charlotte Tilbury, because I love Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, because like everyone was talking about it. And I have a few of her products that I love, but you know, there are certain things that I just think I could get something of the same quality, let's say, or similar, but like for cheaper. I've noticed I'm more willing to spend a lot more on my foundations, like the Dior Backstage that I have, or the Pat McGrath that I have, or the other Dior foundations that I have. Like, I'm more willing to like put that much money on foundation. But when it comes to things like bronzer, honestly guys, I would go with like smaller brands, because they will provide you with the same products for much cheaper. There's this other brand called Revolution Beauty. I think they're based out of London. They make excellent products, and they make really good dupes of Charlotte Tilbury's. So you know, of course, splurge on the things you want to splurge on, but I'm a high and low type of girl in everything that I do, whether it's fashion, whether it's beauty or skincare. So I always try to have a mix of products, not just the high-end ones, just because you'll also realize that some of the high-end ones, you know, because they have like the brand recognition, they have like a bigger audience, they have, you know, the more like, I would say, luxury based, and they work with celebrities and stuff like that. They do have good products. I'm not knocking on them. But you could get the same products literally for much cheaper. And so you gotta decide what you want to spend your money on. For me, I know for my skin, usually for my foundations, maybe my setting powder, I'll splurge a little bit more. But comes blush, comes bronzer, comes mascara, because I used to love the Dior Backstage mascara. It's still one of my favorite mascaras, and I think I used like 2 or 3 of them, and after that I was like, you know, I'm gonna stop buying this, just because there's other brands that are making like really good mascaras as well, and I just couldn't justify, you know, buying that mascara for how much it was. I forgot how much it was, but over and over again, you know. So I mean, that's something you got to think about. That's how I see it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a blending brush for my eyes, and I'm gonna go over my crease and my lid with the same bronzer. I'm just gonna, that's also gonna set the liquid one that I put in my crease. So we're gonna go over it like that and kind of set it. And then I'm going to take whatever's left on here and go down the side of my nose. Blend, 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 blend. And now that I have my setting powder and my bronzer on, I'm gonna take a blush, and this one is gonna be, this is an old blush that I remember I bought this on Amazon, I don't know how many years ago, and I still have it. It's the Sleek Makeup blush in the color Flushed 935, and it's a beautiful, like almost like dark red, like burnt red color, and I really like it. So I'll take that, use a blush brush, go in and bring it up my cheekbone. This has a little bit of shimmer in it, like very little, but it does have some. Just bring that up. You guys see it? Yeah. I feel like if you have like a medium to like darker skin tone, this blush will be perfect for you. It's just, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's almost like a terracotta, not fully terracotta color, but definitely like a burnt red kind of situation. So, and I think it's one you could wear like all year whether in the fall or in the summer. It just looks good. Okay, you can see that. Now what I'm gonna do to kind of blend everything together, and this is a technique that I saw on YouTube like years ago. After you apply everything on your face, take either a powder brush or like a buffing brush, whatever you have. Go in with your face powder. In this case, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier translucent powder in the medium deep color, and you gotta shake that and get some product out. There you go. And I'm gonna use that to kind of like blend and buff everything in. And that also helps if, let's say, you put too much blush or too much bronzer. It's just gonna make everything look a little more seamless. So this is what I'm gonna do. Really go in and like blend. And don't worry if you feel like you got some product off, because I usually go back with my blush afterwards. Just add a little bit more. Even down my nose. And I think what this really does is it blends everything in perfectly, and it really removes any like harsh lines you may have had from like putting like the products on. And even if you, let's say your nose contour is like super, I mean, in my case, I need all the nose contour I can get, but let's say you already have a pretty high bridge, for example, but you still like to contour your nose and it looks a little harsh after you've done it. You know, doing this really helps like buffing it up and making sure that everything looks seamless. You know, I'm just gonna go back with I'm not adding any product in this. I'm just going back with whatever is left over in here and just try to redefine that line a little bit more, just because I need all the help I can get. Okay, same thing with my blush. I'm gonna go back, but this time instead of using the sleek flushed blush that I use, I'm gonna go with something a little lighter, and that's gonna be the Laura Mercier blush color infusion in the color Strawberry. I love this blush, and I know it can look pretty light. Hold on, this light is making it look way too light, but it is a little light, but it's a light pink almost. And I don't like using it on its own because I feel like it's too light, but I like putting it on top of a darker blush, which I already put on my face. So I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna, can you guys see it? I love this blush. At first I was worried that, you know, it was just too pale, was not going to be able to use it, but honestly using it as a blush topper is the best thing I could have done, because to me it just revives the blush that's underneath and then makes it last longer, like all day, compared to if I'm just wearing that blush on its own. Can you see it? It's like very natural, but it's there. And it's so much better in person when you see it. Yep. I have this Wet n Wild Brow Essence. No, Brow Obsessive pencil that I bought at the drugstore. I think I bought it at Walgreens or something like a little while ago. Like maybe earlier this year. And I don't think it's the best because I don't think there's a lot of color payoffs when it comes to this. I feel like I really have to press it into my skin to get some color payoff, but I bought it, so I'm gonna use it. And for me, you know, I don't try to apply too much brow product because I feel like as long as my brows are shaped, that's really all I need. I'm not trying to make them super dark or anything like that. So I'll just go in a little lightly, like decide where I need some fill-ins. Like sometimes in the front here it's like a bit sparse, so I'll go here and try to add it. Like this is good enough for me, like. And that is why I prefer like a pencil instead of, let's say, like a tint or, you know, a cream brow product. I just feel like this is easier for me to just handle. Again, I'm not a pro. This is just an everyday girl doing her everyday makeup. But I like to like look at those makeup artists on YouTube and watch their videos and kind of learn from them. But even then, you still have like ways of doing your own things that will always prevail. And this is one of those things where it doesn't matter how many videos I watch and how many products people use, I always revert to the products that I want or that I like. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, my battery died again and I had to charge it for a bit just so I could have enough power to get back on here and close out this video. So you'll notice that off camera I did my lashes, my eyelashes, and my lips. Now I love the combo that I use for my eyelashes. I don't wear strip eyelashes just because, and I have some, it's never like a go-to for me. Like I'm just not good at putting them on, and I tried a couple of times and it did look super good and I like it, but you know, on the everyday move I just prefer to, you know, put a really good mascara on. And there's a combo that I really like that I think really like brings out my lashes really well, and that's gonna be the L'Oreal Voluminous eyelash primer. This is just so good. I don't know if you guys can see it, too much light, but it's the L'Oreal Voluminous base primer. And this, you apply it before your mascara and it really extends your lashes. I love this product. You can get it at the drugstore, you can order it off of Amazon. Honestly, I think it's less than $10 or 10, I can't remember, but it's a really good product. It will last you a long time and it is worth investing your money into this. You will not be disappointed. So once I had that on, I went with the MAC Extended, is it Giga Black or Giga Black? I don't know how to say this, but it's the MAC Extended Extended Play Giga Black Lash. I might be saying that wrong, you guys correct me. And it's this little blue one. It is one of the best mascara out there. If you really want some, I know it says Giga Black, and it is, sorry, Super Black. But it will extend your lashes to the max. You pair this with that base primer from L'Oreal together, and it just gives you the best eyelashes ever. I love this combo together. Now you can wear this with any mascara, especially if it's an extend, like one that really extends your lash, or even just voluminous. It will look so good. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like I don't need like strip eyelashes when I have these two on. I really don't. I just love the look. I think it's natural with a little bit of drama. It's still not like fake eyelashes, but it's there, you can see it, and I just love this result. So that was it for the eyelashes. For my lip, you can tell that I have a little bit of gloss on, and that's because I'm using these two products on my lips. Sorry, I think I need to go and have breakfast, guys, because I haven't eaten yet and I'm starting to like stutter and just gonna like say the wrong words. I think my sugar is a little low. All right, so for the lip liner, I went with the CoverGirl Exhibitionist lip liner in the color, what's the color of this one? 235 Plum Partner. This is a plum color that, you know, it's still a little brown, but it has that purple undertone, so it's very plum. It is true. And I put that all around my lips. In the center, I went a little over my natural lip line right here, just to get a little bit more volume, but you don't have to do that. You can just follow the like natural lines of your lips. So I put that all around. More on the outer corners right here. I don't, especially on the bottom lip, I don't necessarily like bring it down here in the center. I take it from the outer corner, bring it in on both sides. On the top lip, I kind of do the entire thing, because I start from this little corner right here inwards, and then in this middle part right here, I go a little bit over my natural lip line, and then I go back down this way. So this is just how I like to apply my lip liner. You don't have to do that. If there's a method that works for you, please go ahead. So that is that. And I decided to go for a gloss because honestly, for me, like when the weather is what it is right now, where it's getting colder, I just really hate wearing a matte lip, like unless it's a really like nice event and I want to do like a red matte lip or something. But otherwise, I would prefer to go for a gloss, just because I feel like my skin gets dry, my lips get dry. I don't want to be looking crusty out there. So I will always like opt for a gloss first. And the one that I'm using right now is the Lancome Juicy Tube Original in the color Tickled Pink. Yeah, Tickled Pink. And this is just, and it'll say here, ultra shiny hydrating lip. It's very hydrating. It's a very hydrating lip gloss. It's something that I would recommend you guys buy if you don't have it. If you like lip glosses, a little bit more on the pink side, this is it's like I don't know, I feel like it looks lighter here on camera than it does in real life. It looks a little darker in real life, but it's a really pretty medium pink that applies quite sheer, so you don't have to worry about having like this opaque like lip color on your lips. But it's really nice. I love it, and I've noticed that it goes well with any lip liner. If you go with, let's say, MAC Chestnut or any other like brown lip liner, it pairs really well. And it's something that I really recommend you guys to try if, you know, you're in Sephora next time, or if you're into Lancome products. They do have really good products, and this is definitely one of them. All right, guys, seems like I've done it all. I've finished my makeup look. This is the final look. This is the two blushes applied right here. I just love this combo. It's, again, it's natural, but it's there. You know what I mean? I think the makeup was blended perfectly. I still have my blemishes. I still have my pimples kind of like showing through, but that's fine with me because, again, this is an everyday makeup look. I'm not trying to like hide every single thing. I think I have enough like blurring going on where, you know, like the dark marks are not showing as much. But you know, the zits, they'll be there for a little while before they go away on their own. I try not to pop them. I used to do that when I was younger, but it would just leave me so many dark marks that I just leave it alone. I just continue with my skincare routine, and couple days go by and, you know, they kind of like go back in. So this is what I do. Yeah, so this is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate you checking out this video. Again, this is going into 2024. This is a new thing for me. I've always wanted to be on YouTube, so I'm really going to like get into a routine, be a little more disciplined, and try to film as much content for you guys and post it. I would love to build a community here. I would love to make friends here, and you know, just be able to read your comments, your tips, maybe your suggestions for like what kind of video you want to see or like what you want me to talk about. I have so many things in my head, and honestly, I don't know if I have like ADHD or, because I've never been diagnosed, but I think I do. And I have all these things I want to do, and I tend to have all those ideas in my head. I never write them down, and I never follow through with all of them. So that is a challenge for me. That is something that I'm trying to fix going into this new year. And what better way to do it than with something that I've always wanted to do, which is, you know, be on YouTube, film video, have a channel, have a community. And you know, instead of waiting for January 2024, I'm starting now, and I'm posting, and hopefully going into this new year, I will have a couple of people on here that will really be with me in the new year and follow my journey and, you know, be with me through this whole process. So this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I hope to see you in my next video. All right, take care. Ciao.